as we've seen the last couple of years, Tech has had to win this game to be bowl eligible, so they can focus on Georgia alone today.
Several factors work into it, both on offense and defense, as you would suspect with the Yellow Jackets and Bulldogs. Let's focus on quarterback because Mike Bobo's had a great year for Jim Donnan, and Joe Hamilton's been unbelievable as of late.
Mike Bobo's playing great football. He's not making the mistakes. If you look at his TD ratio compared to interception, much improved over the previous seasons. Joe Hamilton on the other side is making great plays for Georgia Tech. You got to think the weather would really hurt Hamilton a little bit more because he's a more mobile quarterback.
All right, we're about ready. Georgia Tech and Georgia meeting for the 92nd time. According to the Yellow Jackets, the Bulldogs claim this will be but the 90th meeting between the two schools. Nonetheless, kickoff in just 1 minute.
Georgia Tech football is brought to you by Mountain National Bank. We're not just about money, we're about people. And All-American Specialties, the symbol of excellence in the awards industry.
David Frakes gets them lined up. Ball just inside the near hash. The right-footed senior hits a high end-over-end kick. Hines Ward 5 yards deep in the end zone, and Champ Bailey put the bag on him, said, "Hey, big boy, let's scrimmage at the 20. Hines Ward, the senior who played at Forest Park, he was a little jacked up, Kim. I think he wanted to bring that one out of there.
Looks like he wanted to, and I did not think Frakes would kick the ball as far as he did. He kicked it way in the end zone, and that goes to show, again, as I said in the pregame here, if the ball is dry, if they do a good job on the sidelines, the weather with this light rain should not be a factor against a negative factor against either of these offenses.
Georgia averaging 29.8 points the last 5 games. Starts with Robert Edwards and the Marshall transfer, Orlandis Gary in the eye behind Bobo. Ward to the far side, Corey Allen to the near side. First play of the ball game from scrimmage is a give straight ahead to Orlandis Gary for 6, 7, nearly 8 yards on the carry before Brooking makes the stop for Georgia Tech. George O'Leary said all week long that the Bulldog offensive line has been outstanding, and that time Brad Stafford, Jake Fleming, and Chris Terry paved the way for Orlandis Gary to get nearly 9 at 2nd and 1.
Just took it right up the gut that time and knocked Tech off the ball. The offensive line, the interior part of Georgia's line, just dominated then, picked up 9 yards. Dangerous down for Tech's defense.
Ward to the near side. Corey Allen to the far side. They drop Larry Brown, the tight end, in motion now, flopping back to the open side. Here's the toss to Edwards on 2nd and short. First down and more. Robert across the 45 to the 46-yard line before John Myers, the sophomore from Parkview, comes up to make the stop for Georgia Tech. Robert Edwards gets 17 on the play. It's 1st and 10 Georgia.
Well, that was just the toss sweep. They got a good block by Larry Brown, who they brought in motion to the left side. And Edwards, instead of taking the ball totally outside, just cut it back across the grain. Tech's linebackers overran the play that time, and he saw daylight inside, picked up 17.
Backfield in the eye off the far hash. Ward to the boundary. Corey Allen near side. First pass of the game, Hines Ward. Far side into Tech territory. Down the far side he goes. Hines Ward 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Georgia. Jerry Caldwell had an angle at the far side, but he got blocked out by an official. I don't know if he would have caught Ward going to the end zone, but Georgia's gone on the board on a 54-yard pass from Mike Bobo to Hines Ward. And before we got our breath caught, it's 6-0.
What they did, Wes, they had the corner blitz that time, and they were trying to get the safety over to cover. Kofi Smith came on the blitz, and they brought the strong safety, free safety, John Myers, over. He couldn't get over quick enough, and Ward just hit the sideline and outran him.
So just as they did against Auburn 2 weeks ago, Georgia has taken the opening possession and raced down the field in less than 5 plays to get an early score up on the board. Now Dax Langley, and don't even get the Bulldogs started on kicking, will put the point up on the extra point, and it's 7-0 Georgia. Kicking has become an adventure, needless to say, for Georgia in the last couple of weeks, but the Bulldogs have drawn first blood 13:42 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Georgia, and you're listening to Yellow Jacket Football. Mark Johnson, a senior from Columbus, will kick it away for the Bulldogs. 2 steps and bust it towards Charlie Rogers, who will watch it hit and play from the 2-yard line. Charlie 15, 20, and 24-yard line goes Charlie Rogers. He was hit initially upfield by Adrian Hollingshed, but it's Jermaine Wiggins and Robert Arnott who make the stop for Georgia after Rogers spun off that initial tackle and got to the Tech 24. And Kim, the fireworks have already started here in the 92nd meeting.
Didn't take Georgia but a minute and 18 seconds to go 80 yards, 54-yard pass reception. Hines Ward from Mike Bobo. Tech now with a chance on offense from their 24.
Wiley and Rogers in the eye. 3 receivers start the ball game. Middleton to the near side, Sheridan and Stegall to the far side. First play is a dive with Charles Wiley, 26, maybe 27, depending on the stop. Greg Bright from Moultrie, who is one of the captains for Georgia, is in there, along with Brandon Miller and Antonio Cochran.
Nothing there on the left side for Wiley from the fullback position. Hamilton handed it to him, but Georgia's defense, their linebackers, closed on him quickly for a 2-yard gain.
3 receiver, no tight end set again with the eye off that near hash. 2nd and 8 for Tech. Short 8, long 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Joe Hamilton, option game. Charlie Rogers coming near side and will stretch to the 32-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Bright and Smart. Also with Ronald Bailey up there. It'll go for 5, and it's 3rd and 3. And Kim, hello, option game.
Well, it was a quick option into the short side that time. After Hamilton faked the ball, he had to really pitch it quick, and Rogers took it around the left side, got a good block downfield, picked up 6 yards at the 32. So key 3rd down conversion for Tech.
Georgia Tech leads the ACC at 48% on 3rd down. 3 receivers in the back split. Georgia's got 7 in the box. Here's Hamilton dropping back. Joe across the middle, off the pads of Charlie Rogers, incomplete. Oh my goodness, and he hung on. He'd have had the 1st down and then some. So for the first time since Duke, Rodney Williams comes on to punt.
Bad place to hit Charlie, right in the shoulder pads, went right through his hands. He came out of the backfield, faked as if he was going to run an out cut, and then turned inside. He was wide open on Georgia's zone coverage, would have had an obvious 1st down and more. Tech's going to have to punt it here.
Michael Greer, 5th in the SEC in returns at 9.2, 47th nationally, waits on the Rocket to deliver a kick. And there's the first kick of the game. It's an end over end that Greer will field on the fly. Ran into his own man, spins off 30, and Sheridan uncorked him at the 34-yard line, and he falls forward to the 35. Greer ran into his own man. I think that was Arnott down there on a 39-yard punt by Rodney Williams, and we get another break in the action in Atlanta. 12:04 to go in the opening quarter. The Bulldogs 7 and the Yellow Jackets nothing on the Journal-Constitution scoreboard.
Atlanta Food Bank and CAMA at Kroger, and together we will can hunger.
With every need that we meet, it's a world more complete. Together we can for goodness sake.
Would you like to keep your home and family safe in a tornado for less than $50? Do you want to cut your monthly utility bill in half? Would you like to knock 7 years off of your mortgage? Improve the look of any room without spending big bucks? Do you want to keep the bugs and pests out of your home? Tune in each week to Michael Holligan's Your New House. We'll show you what it takes to make your home look great and save money while you do it.
bring Greer to the near side, crowd 3 receivers to the far side. Now here's Edwards running left, and he gets stacked up and dropped just beyond the line of scrimmage, and it was headed by Keith Brooking and Ron Rogers. Whoa! Georgia took Hines Ward, Corey Allen, and Tony Small and lined them up, Kim, in a little triangle right off the formation. They did have the one guy on the line and then tossed it to Edwards, and Tech just blew right through that blocking and dropped Edwards for a gain of only 1.
Good defense by Tech, led by Keith Brooking, the linebacker, getting out there and stopping Edwards for a 1-yard gain.
Ward to the far side, Allen near side. Tight end to the right, lone setback is Edwards. Now here's Wiggins stepping off at the far side. He was hiding over there behind Stinchcomb. Here's Bobo booting, throwing back, caught Hines Ward, tries to get away from Kofi Smith and will be knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Tech played it very well. They took Stinchcomb, the left tackle, out into the boundary and tried to throw an extra blocker out there. Kofi Smith fought that block, though, and closed the angle on Edwards. Only a 3-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 6, Kim.
Good play. That's a little screen, a flanker screen. They tried to get Stinchcomb out to block Kofi Smith. He knocked Stinchcomb down, came off the block, and knocked Ward out of bounds after he picked up 3 yards. Excellent play by Kofi Smith.
Tony Robinson here on the near sidelines turns to the west stands and says, up on your feet, folks. This is a big one. 3rd and 6. Hines Ward at quarterback, working from the shotgun. They flank Bobo wide here to the near side. It's a direct snap to Robert Edwards, who has the first down and will break the 46 to the 47-yard line. Perhaps the tackle made out there in the flat by Dante Booker, the sophomore from Pittsburgh. Direct snap to Robert Edwards with Hines Ward at quarterback, and that's what we were talking about with head coach George O'Leary in our countdown to kickoff, Kim. You really got to pay attention when they put 19 back there at signal calling.
Well, they had Bobo flanked out to the right wide side of the field, snapped it to Edwards, and he saw a hole inside. Tex Brookins missed a tackle up close to the line of scrimmage, and when Edwards broke that tackle, he was able to get into secondary and another first down for Georgia.
Robert Edwards needs 170 yards today for 1,000. Ward to the far side, Corey Allen, Tony Small, and Greer to the near side, and a marker down as the ball was snapped. And I think the play clock may have caught the Bulldogs.
Play clock got him there a little late, 5-yard penalty. That'll put the ball back at the Georgia 42.
Ron Gilbert is the referee today, SEC supervisor of officials, and Georgia Tech great Bobby Gaston, the supervisor, in attendance as well. Ron Gilbert, the referee. John Gaston, the umpire. No relation to Bobby, I don't believe. Philip McKinley is the linesman. Rocky Good, the field judge. Line judge Mike McGinnis. Tom Zamansky, the side judge. And Harold Mitchell is the back judge today. 1st and 15 for Georgia after the penalty. Ball marked back at the Bulldog 42-yard line. Bobo from a shotgun on a straight drop, looking down the center of the field, firing, and it is caught by Tony Small, who got hammered as he did by Travaris Tillman at the Georgia Tech 34-yard line.
Just ran a post pattern on a 2-deep zone, and that's where you want to attack a defense, is down the middle when they're in 2-deep zone, and that time Small on the deep post caught it. Perfect throw by Bobo all the way down to the Tech 35. First down.
Georgia goes to work, 10:04 to go opening quarter, and already leading 7-0. After Bobo slipped one out in the flat to Hines Ward, and he covered 54 yards for the score. 2 receivers and 2 tight ends for the Bulldogs, and a single back Robert Edwards. Toss to Robert, running left side. Jesse Tarplin tried to fight the block, couldn't get there, and Edwards is knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Pickup of nearly 5 on the play. John Myers and Kofi Smith there. Jesse Tarplin trying like the devil to get there, but couldn't close the gap soon enough, and Edwards got 5, 2nd and 5.
Wes, that's the base play of Georgia's offense. The power sweep. That time Edwards got good blocking, and Georgia picked up 5 yards. Tech having a hard time even slowing this Georgia offense down early in this ball game. They lead 7-0. We're 9:45 with the clock stopped in the first period.
Jackets got 7 in the box. Again, 2 tight ends and 2 receivers, and Bobo checking off at the line of scrimmage on the far hash. Give is to Robert Edwards, cutting back. Brooking closed him down initially, and then Rogers helped polish him off at the 27-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 2. Second straight carry for Robert Edwards at 30 yards, and now let's mark him for 33 yards on 5 carries. Kofi Smith comes out, and Troy Tolbert has come in, the redshirt freshman from Augusta. 3rd and 2. Georgia has hit their only 3rd down chance so far. Bobo again will go into the boundary at the left. Hines Ward and Robert Edwards in a shotgun. Snap to Ward. Hines running right and not going to make it. Derek Shepard collared him and dropped him at the 29. A loss of 2 on the play. Big time play by Shep.
We'll see what Georgia will do, whether they'll try the field goal attempt here or whether they'll try to convert it. Looks like they're going to keep Bobo out and go for it.
Yep, it'll be 4th and 4 back at the Tech 29-yard line. Kicking, Kim, has really become an adventure for Jim Donnan and his staff. They have no confidence in Hap Hines, it appears, and not much in Dax Langley.
Well, Georgia's going for it here.
Bulldogs on 4th down are 9 of 15 this season. Tech defending 3rd down, 5 of 13 they've allowed. Backs are split behind Bobo. He'll give it to Robert Edwards, who will not make it. Ralph Hughes, Kim, in that new pass rush, came right up the gut over the top of Brad Stafford and Jake Fleming to drop Robert Edwards at the 30-yard line.
Big play by Tech's defense. No gain. Edwards on the draw play, and Tech snuffed it out inside with that downline rush. So Tech has stopped Georgia here after Georgia mounted a drive from their 35.
Jackets will get the ball back. 8:18 to go first quarter. 7-0 Bulldogs, and you're listening to Yellow Jacket football.
Good confidence for Tech's interior defensive front. They played the last 2 plays on that Georgia possession extremely well, and they beat the blocking of Georgia's offensive line, so that can give them some confidence. Where Tech has got to be careful is overrunning the tall sweep of Robert Edwards. That's what gave him that big gain. Tech's linebackers overran it. He cut back against the grain.
Let's update you in San Juan. Georgia Tech and Louisville tied at 17. First quarter of play there. Jackets on the attack. 8:18 to go first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Georgia. 1st and 10 for Tech at its 29. Hamilton dropping back. Dumps it out in the flat. Caught Charlie Rogers with blockers. 30, 35. Charlie still on his feet. 40, 45, and 47-yard line goes Charlie Rogers. Jason Burks, the sophomore from Vinemont, Alabama, sprung Rogers, and then it was all Kirby Smart could do and Champ Bailey to slow down the little guy from Cliffwood, New Jersey, up near the 47-yard line. Kim, it goes for 18 and a first down.
Great call by Ralph Friedgen that time. The screen play to Charlie Rogers. Hamilton faking to hold the linebackers, trying to look like he's going deep downfield and dropping it off to the left side. Good blocking to spring him.
Wiley and Charlie Rogers in the eye. Stegall left, Middleton right. Lilly, the tight end, to the left side. Here's Derrick in motion to the open side at the right. Hamilton on first down. Joe coming on the option, keeping 50, 45, cut back, and 46-yard line, or 41-yard line of Georgia. Joseph Fitzgerald Hamilton stepping out of Bulldog would-be tacklers and picks up a first down in Bulldog territory to 41. Kirby Smart, the junior from Bainbridge, makes the stop after Ham got 12 on the play.
Great run by Joe Hamilton. Option to the wide side. He froze the outside backer that time, and then made a man miss in the secondary, cut back inside, first down Tech. So Tech now getting close to scoring territory against Georgia.
Mr. Ed's come in at the fullback spot ahead of Charles Wiley. Georgia loads the box, showing 5 on the line. Play action Wiley. Hamilton looking, firing, and there's Middleton beyond his reach, incomplete. Kirby Smart and Ronald Bailey covering for Georgia. It'll be 2nd and 10.
At double coverage that time. Old Middleton, who did an out pattern. Hamilton had good blocking, no pressure, waiting for Middleton to go down about 15 yards and then spin it out to the sideline, but he threw the ball high, incomplete.
Joe 1 of 3. Wilder comes out, and now they bring Charlie Rogers back in, move Charles Wiley up to the fullback spot. 3 receivers again, 6 in the box for Georgia, and they crawl Grant up in a gap to show blitz. Here's Hamilton. Delay with Charlie Rogers running right side through a hole, 35, 30, 25, slip down inside to Georgia, 24 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Wes, good blocking by Tech's offensive line, but the guy that made that play was Charlie Rogers. He just jitterbugged through there when it didn't look like he had any room at all. It looked like Georgia, in fact, was going to knock him down for no gain, but Rogers eluded some tacklers, put some moves on, and accelerated into the secondary before his feet came out from under him.
Sheridan and Stegall to the near side, Mike in the slot, Middleton to the far side. 1st and 10 for Tech at the Georgia 24-yard line. Hamilton with the Wiley and Charlie Rogers eye behind him. Give is to Wiley. He'll sneak inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, be nearly 5 on first down with Orantis Grant, the sophomore who played for Ken Reese at Dunwoody High School, making the stop for Georgia.
Good running by Charles Wiley that time. Gave it to the fullback off the option belly series. And Wiley kept churning in there. Got a good block on the right side and got the ball down to the 19. Pick up a 5 on first down.
6:13 and counting. Opening quarter of play. Georgia 7 and Tech nothing, but the Jackets threatening for the first time. Middleton at the right. Stegall wide left. Eye off the far hash. 2nd and 5 play. Hamilton on a long count. Give is to Wiley again on the trap, and he'll blow forward and be dropped at the 15, about a yard shy, with Greg Bright and Arantis Grant there to make the stop again. This Bright, Kim, has just carefully played his career out at Georgia and has parlayed it into a very effective senior season in an all-SEC candidate.
He really doesn't get a lot of credit, Wes, but he makes a lot of plays on that Georgia defense. He's really sort of like Keith Brooking is for Tech, all over the field.
3rd and 1 for Tech. Jackets 0 of 1 in 3rd down. Wiley and Rogers in the eye, 2 receivers. Stegall to the boundary at the right, Middleton wide left. Georgia with 8 in the box. Here's Hamilton on the option. Joe will keep it. 10, 5, slips down at the 6-yard line. Pick up a 9 on the play, but Hamilton, keeping on the option, converts the 3rd down, and it's 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets at the Bulldogs 6.
Boy, was that set up with a great fake that time. Hamilton faked it off the right side, and he collapsed in Georgia's defense. Once he broke contain, if he hadn't lost his feet, he had a chance to score. Slipped down just inside the 7.
So 1st and goal. Tech brings Virgil Johnson
Georgia
in.
wants timeout, Wes.
And now the Bulldogs, seeing all the trucks and sport utility vehicles behind Hamilton, have decided they want to talk about it. 5:14 to go, first quarter. Georgia 7 and Tech nothing, but the Jackets have got it. 1st and goal at the Georgia 6. And a timeout burned by Jim Donnan once he saw Virgil Johnson, Ed Wilder, and Charles Wiley back there, Kim. Now they change formation. Does Tech. 2 receivers and a standard eye. Here's Stegall in motion from right to left. Hamilton on 1st and goal will give it to Charlie Rogers. 5, 3, 2, 1, and did he get in? No, they're going to mark him just shy of the goal line. They went right up the gap with Charlie Rogers, and the offensive line was pushing and shoving, trying to get him into the end zone.
Wes, that looked like Stone Mountain being moved back in that time. There were about 8 white jerseys pushing Charlie Rogers, and he was running. Georgia stopped him just shy of the goal line. 2nd and goal there.
They turn it over now, bring the big uns in. Virgil Johnson, Ed Wilder, and Charles Wiley behind Joe Hamilton. They got 1,000 people in the box, both sides. Virgil Johnson in motion, a fumble of the football.
Georgia got it.
And Georgia came up with it. The exchange from Page to Hamilton, and the turnover, the first of the game, goes to Georgia.
Boy, it came at a big time. That ball was just inches away from the goal line, and Hamilton never got the exchange. The drive started from their 29. They had 2nd and 1, and it looked like Tech was just going to knock Georgia back out in the south parking lot here, north parking lot, but Georgia's come up with the first turnover of the game, and Tech frustrated as they went from their 29 all the way down to the 1, turned it over.
So now the onus is on the defense to keep the Bulldogs hemmed in. Georgia brings Gary and Edwards in the eye, Hines Ward left, Corey Allen right. 7 in the box for Tech. Bobo from under center will handle Alandis Gary, and he steps out of 1 at the 4, but will get no further. He does not get to the 5-yard line. So Alandis Gary, transfer from Marshall, Maryland's all-time leading rusher in that state with better than 5,300 yards as a high schooler, gets the football out near the 5. Let's call it 2nd and 6. The turnover on Georgia Tech is their 8th fumble of the year and their 17th turnover as a team. Offset eye. Larry Brown, the tight end, just off the formation at the right. Bobo changing the play from the 4.5-yard line. Here's Brown in motion. He'll hand to Robert Edwards, and he has the 10 and will be turned back shy of the first down marker. He needs nearly the 12 for a first down and did not get it. With Cameron and Brooking making the stop, it'll be 3rd and short. Tech's got to hang on defensively here, Kim.
Big play for Tech. You're right, Wes. They got to stop Georgia and force the punt.
Bulldogs need about 3/4 of a yard for a first down. Ward left, Corey Allen right. Gary and Edwards in the eye. Give us to Orlandis Gary, leaping for a first down, and we'll have it out near the 13-yard line. So Georgia converts their second third down in 3 attempts. And it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, who've moved the football out now to the 13-yard line. Joe Hamilton and Craig Page mishandling the exchange, and it snuffed out a Tech threat, and the Jackets were building momentum. Hines Ward left in the boundary. Corey Allen open side of the field at the right as Georgia moves from left to right toward the Wardlaw Center here in the opening quarter with 2:40 to go, leading 7-0, and Robert Edwards will lose yardage. They gave it to him left side, and the spoon, Dan Witherspoon, the senior from Mobile, Alabama, slid in there to take Edwards down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard. Back to the 12, 2nd and 11.
Good defense from the interior line of Georgia Tech that time, penetrating on the sweep play with Edwards trying to go to the left short side of the field, but Dan Witherspoon, Tech's nose guard, knifed through there and stopped Edwards. Teammates came over and helped him. Loss of 1, so 2nd and 11 from there.
2:05 to go, first quarter. 7-0 Georgia, and Bobo works from a shotgun on 2nd and 11. Corey Allen in motion from right to left. Snap to Bobo, looking left, throwing out in the flat, and it's blocked, and it's intercepted! Jesse Tarplin! Jesse Tarplin! Oh, Jesse Tarplin!
My goodness, Wes, what a play by Jesse Tarplin. Just went up in the air, and it looked like he was going to knock the ball down, but he caught the ball.
Yeah.
What a great play by Jesse Tarplin to get it back for Georgia Tech.
Oh, brother! Mike Bobo throws his 7th interception of the year, and he darn near threw it in the face mask of Tarplin.
What a great play by Jesse Tarplin to go up and to catch a rocket from Bobo and hold it and control it. Unbelievable.
Single back is Wiley. 2 tight ends. Stegall right, Sheridan and Middleton left. Georgia with 8 in the box. Here's Hamilton, quarterback draw, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! For the 5th time this season, the sophomore from Alvin, South Carolina says, I'll cover the rest.
Well, you give it up down there on the goal line. Your defense gives up a first down as Georgia comes off the goal line, gets up to the 12. And then Jesse Tarplin on 2nd and 9, 12 should be, makes a great interception, and then Joe Hamilton, quarterback draw, touchdown.
David Frakes to tie the score. Snap from Jim Kircher, the spot from Brendan Shaw, and the kick is away, and it is dead solid perfect. 1:43 to go now in this opening quarter, Kim, and just like that, tit for tat on turnover, and we're knotted up at 7-all.
Just watch what's happening.
How am I doing?
Just watch.
Don't be surprised. You'll love what's happening.
Just watch.
Right before your eyes. Just watch what's happening.
Honey, you're watching Fox 5 Atlanta.
Here on Fox 5.
Just watch.
Come on and check us out. You'll have lots to talk about. Just watch what's happening. Just watch.
It's been said that the child is father to the man. So if we want that man to be an adult with purpose, with opportunity, if we want him to have a life of value, shouldn't we start with the child? It's time to unite our efforts, our resources. There is a way, the united way.
You're watching Georgia Tech football on Media One as we pick up action later in the second quarter. 2 receivers and the setback Edwards. Corey Allen near side, Hines Ward far side. Old Hines hadn't thrown a pass yet today. Here's Bobo back to the left, in trouble, hit as he throws. It's caught Ward, 31-yard line. They'll mark his progress to the 32 before Keith Brooking made the initial stop. The senior who played at East Coweta, it was Witherspoon who was bearing down on Mike Bobo before he delivered it across the middle to Hines Ward. Pick up a 6, 2nd and 4.
Good catch in traffic by Ward. Shepard, Tech's defensive tackle, almost had a chance to sack Bobo, but he saw he was open, drilled the ball in there perfectly.
Edwards again the lone setback. 2 tight ends and 2 receivers to the far side. Ward in the slot, Corey Allen far to the right side as Georgia moves from right to left. Give is to Robert Edwards, stepping through a hole, and he will be tracked down from behind by Ron Rogers and Delonte Cameron at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It'll be a first down. 1st and 10 for Georgia in a 7-7 game with 10:10 to go first quarter, or first half, I should say.
Boy, Delonte Cameron just slipped off a blocker and wrapped up Robert Edwards. If he didn't at the point of attack, Edwards was about ready to break that one.
Robert Edwards is dangerous. I think he'll be outstanding at the next level just because of his multiple talents. Here's Ward in motion from left to right. Play action to Edwards. Bobo booting back to the right. Fires complete. Larry Brown, the tight end, midfield, 45. Tech 44-yard line. Jerry Caldwell took him off his pins in Tech territory with John Myers helping out. Play goes right at 17 yards from Bobo to the 2-sport star Larry Brown.
Brown just slid off his tight end position in the right flat. Bobo faked and then rolled to his right. Brown was open underneath. He put the ball in there perfectly, and the big tight end rambled across midfield. Tech finally knocked him down at the 43. 9th first down in the ball game for Georgia.
Georgia marching again, 1st and 10 now at the Tech 43. 2 receivers and an offset eye behind Bobo. Jackets show blitz. Give is to Olandis Gary, and Dan Witherspoon trapped him for no gain. The Spoon playing in his final regular season home game. Makes the stop on Olandis Gary. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Tech 43-yard line. Clock continuing to move. 9:03 to go. First half. 7-7 game. Tech and Georgia.
Tech had a blitz call that time, and they had the inside gaps taken away and stopped Gary for no gain up the middle.
Bobo from a shotgun with Edwards to his right. 3 receivers. Snap to Bobo, dropping back. Jackets coming on the pressure, fires out in the flat. Caught Edwards, 42 or 37, stepped out of bounds down the far sideline at the 28-yard line. Play goes for right at 15 yards. John Myers forced him out at the far side, but Edwards, Kim, with the blitz on and the pressure surrounding Bobo, they just kind of dumped it right over to the right side out in the screen area.
15-yard gain that time, and Bobo looking downfield and had Edwards coming out of the backfield. Saw that he was open in the flat, dumped it off to him. Edwards put a move on and ran out of bounds, but not before he got another first down, a pickup of 15.
You said it during the commercial. Tech needs a turnover here. Bobo from a shotgun. Now Hines Ward to Bobo's right. Edwards to his left. There's Ward out of the backfield in motion into the boundary at the right. Bobo on a straight drop from the shotgun. Loops it out in the flat again to Edwards. Big Shepard chasing him, and Tech's going to drop Robert Edwards for a loss of 5 back to the 33. Shep and Brooking and Travaris Tillman all make the stop on Robert Edwards.
Boy, Derek Shepard's having a good game inside. He came free that time on Bobo. Tried to set up a quick screen on the left side, the wide side of the field for Georgia, but Shepard just wouldn't let it get on track, and Tech's pursuit came in and finished off Edwards back to the 33, loss of 5.
2nd and 15 from there. The scoreboard shows 3rd down as we approach the 8-minute mark in this first half. 7-7 game. 2nd down, 15 for Georgia at the Tech 33. 4 receivers. Edwards alone back. Bobo dropping back from the shotgun. Firing left side. Michael Greer, a diving catch at the 18-yard line, and should have a first down. They don't throw to Greer unless they mean it. Greer, he can hang on to just about everything.
He made a great catch that time. That ball really looked like it was going to be thrown a little outside, and he just dove out and extended his body and made a great catch right there before he went out of bounds. First down, Georgia. So Georgia, after losing 5 yards, 2nd and 15, convert on that next play. And they've started this drive from their 26-yard line, and it's only taken them 8 plays to get down here in scoring territory.
Corey Allen and Michael Greer to the far side. Tony Small also to the right, leaving just Hines Ward left. And now we get a stoppage of play.
Timeout.
Georgia Tech is called a timeout. So with 7:21 to go in the first half. The Jackets used their first time out today in a 7-7 ball game. And George O'Leary summons the entire defensive unit here to the west side. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. You're on the Georgia Tech Football Network. So it's 1st and 10 for Georgia at the Tech 18. Ball on the near hash with 7:21 to go first half and a 7-7 game. Hines Ward left, Corey Allen right. Robert Edwards is right off the hip of Bobo, now drops back. Bobo hands to Robert Edwards off of Witherspoon and falling forward inside the 15 to the 14 where Jesse Tarplin made the stop. Dan Witherspoon almost got him, but quite frankly overran it. And Edwards gets 4, 2nd and 6. 2nd and a long 6. Short 7 for Georgia. Ball just inside the 15 with less than 7 minutes to go first half. 7-7 game here in Atlanta. Delighted to have you dialed along today. Corey Allen wide right. Hines Ward in the slot at the right. Edwards alone setback. Bobo again looking over a 4-man front. Here's Bobo dropping back, firing toward the end zone. Ward is there, and it is out of the end zone. He caught it, but he was out of the end zone, incomplete.
Boy, Tech came on the blitz that time, and Ward ran the post corner route, and he had everybody beaten over there, and Bobo almost threw a great throw. Ward caught it, but the official on top of the play said he was out of bounds. Ward upset about it, but it goes as an incomplete.
Jim Donnan and his defensive linebacker coach Mickey Matthews was standing out at about the 40-yard line, and that is a good call, Kim.
Yeah, ball was out on the replay, so good call by the official.
3rd and 6 at the Tech 14. Hines Ward and Corey Allen left, Tony Small and Michael Greer to the right. Bobo from a shotgun with Edwards to his left. Drops back, pressure coming, across the middle, intercepted Tavares Tillman. Oh, brother. Fourth of the year and the 5th of his career. What did I tell you last week?
And what I tell you, Wes, Tech needs a turnover. And they got it. And I mean they got it after Georgia had run off 10 plays on the drive. Tavares Tillman on the post trying to throw it to Small. They had Myers and Tillman on coverage, and Tillman just stepped in there and made a great catch.
6:29 to go now, first half. 1st and 10 for Tech. Ball at the 5. Lone setback Wiley. 2 tight ends. Stegall left. Middleton right for Joe Hamilton. Georgia was 7 in the box. Stegall in motion. First down give is to Wiley, and Charles will be stopped for a yard loss. Greg Bright leading the charge with Travis Stroud, who played for the former Georgia and current LSU assistant David Kelly at Dunwoody High School, making the stop.
Boy, Georgia can't knife it in and just knock Wiley down for a yard loss. Tech was lucky that he only lost 1 then. Chris Myers comes off the field holding his shoulder.
No tight end in the set. With Wilder and Wiley. Middleton left, Sheridan Stegall right, and Hamilton looking to pass. Out in the flat, caught Ed Wilder at the 10, taking guys with him, 15-yard line, and a first down, Georgia Tech.
Whoa, Big Ed. It's piggyback time.
Wilder will spend a moment taking nickels from Jeff Harris and other would-be Bulldog tacklers.
Man, what a play.
First down, the pickup right at a dozen to the 16. Hamilton to Wilder. Middleton left, Sheridan in the slot. Stegall to the right. Lilly, the tight end, just off the formation at the right. Hamilton drops. It's a draw. Joe will step forward and get to the 18-yard line. Pickup of a couple. Stroud slicing in makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the Tech 18-yard line with 5:11 and counting in this first half of play. Charlie Rogers has come in, and Mike Lilly has come out on a 2nd and 8. Tech, after Travares Tillman's interception, the second turnover of the game on Georgia in a 7-7 contest. Stegall left. Middleton and Sheridan right. There's Mike in motion from right to left. Backfield is split. Hamilton drops back. Pumps it out in the flat. Caught Charlie Rogers. Tried to spin away from Jeff Harris and could not. Harris with an outstanding tackle in the open field. Drops Charlie Rogers for maybe, and it is no gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. Great one-on-one tackle by Jeff Harris, the sophomore corner from Jacksonville, Florida.
Tried to throw it to Charlie real quick that time and on the hot read. But Harris, as you called it, Wes, made a great play in the open field, stopped him for no gain. Big conversion down for Georgia Tech here. Clock at 4:12 and running. We're tied at 7-all here in the second quarter.
3rd and 8. Hamilton will work from a shotgun with Middleton left, Sheridan and Stegall right. Georgia shows blitz. Snap to Joe. Here come the Bulldogs. Joe looking. Down the field, there's Middleton. It's caught. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 28-yard line goes Harvey Middleton. Jeff Harris and Ronald Bailey make the stop. It is 54 yards from Cousin Joe to Cousin Harvey.
What a great throw by Joe Hamilton. And what he did, Wes, Georgia had 2 deep zone, and Middleton just made a great post move, and he ran it sort of straight up the field to stay away from the safety, and Hamilton made a great throw, and Tech now is driving on Georgia.
Middleton will go left, Sheridan and Stegall right. 3:44 and counting before halftime. Wiley and Charlie Rogers in the eye off the far hash. Snap. Here's Hamilton on the option, and he'll be dropped by Antonio Cochran back at the 33-yard line. Boy, Cochran has been everywhere. The junior from transfer from Middle Georgia by way of Macon County High School in Montezuma.
Just came on the blitz that time, and Hamilton faked inside to his fullback, but Grant came in there and wrapped him up for a loss back to the 32-yard line, loss of 4.
Cochran held the assignment well, didn't he?
Really did.
So here's Wiley again, the lone setback with 3 receivers. Snap to Hamilton. Joe will sprint to the right, look downfield, dump it out in the flat. Middleton couldn't hang on, incomplete. Wide open, and Harvey took an eye off of it, I think peeking ahead to see where coverage was. It'll be now 3rd and 14 for Georgia Tech at the Bulldog 32-yard line.
And they got Hamilton outside that time. They sealed off Georgia's outside contain, and he rolled to the wide side and was open. He could have run or thrown. Middleton was wide open on the sideline. He dinked the ball out there to him, and as you say, Wes, I think Harvey just tried to run before he caught it, incomplete. Clock is stopped at 2:58 to go here in the second period.
Wilder and Wiley to either side of Hamilton with 3 receivers. Here's the snap to Joe. Draw play 30, and he'll be tackled at the 28. Got back to the line of scrimmage after the pass to Middleton. Pick up a 4, makes it 4th and 10.
Tech's going to try a long field goal. David Frakes will try to hit it here.
Tech 2 of 5 in third downs. They're going to ask Frakes to, on a sloppy track here, about a 45-yard field goal from near the middle of the field. And the Jackets with 22 seconds left. John Carmen has to hustle on. 22 seconds left to snap the ball, I should say. Now Tech is called a timeout. So a timeout on the field. 2:23 to go. 4th and 10 for Tech at the Georgia 28 when we continue with Frakes on to try and break the tie. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
You've got enough to worry about, and if you're going to worry properly, you need the right information. Is the city council about to vote on your taxes, or a new store might be coming to town, or is an election coming up? Want to get the in-depth information that'll help you make up your own mind? Try Atlanta This Week on WPBA TV 30. I'm Dennis O'Hare. Friday nights at 8, Sunday mornings at 11, Atlanta's best reporters get together and give you the kind of information you won't find in a quick article or newscast. It's Atlanta This Week on WPBA TV 30, Atlanta Public Television.
Lend a hand, lend a heart, when we all do our part. Goodness knows what a difference it makes. What a difference.
Help the Atlanta Food Bank and CAMA at Kroger, and together we will can hunger.
With every need that we meet, it's a world more complete. Together we can for goodness sake.
Georgia Tech will try and break this 7-7 tie here late in this first half. And as I was getting ready to tell you the standard line, if you don't care who wins, but everybody cares one way or another who wins in this one today.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a heck of a game, though.
And Wes, the rain has stopped, so it's not a factor anymore for either team.
45-yard attempt by Frakes near the center of the field out of Brandon Shaw's hold. Jim Kircher will snap. There's the spot. The kick is away, and it is short. Just short by Frakes. I don't think anybody touched it. I just think it might have been a little heavy coming through the damp sky on David Frakes.
Didn't hit it real solid, or maybe the ball was a little wet,
Right.
Who knows, but didn't have enough oomph on it, had it on line. So Georgia has stopped Tech, but Tech, after intercepting Travaris Tillman, intercepted Mike Bobo at the 5 with 6:29 to go. They run off over 4 minutes on the clock and give the ball back to Georgia at the Georgia 28.
Roderick Roberts has come in, the junior from Ozark, Alabama, to work it in with Felipe Claybrooks, and Troy Tolbert has come in, the redshirt freshman from Augusta, to work in the secondary. Dante Booker back in there too. Georgia spreads the field in the 2-minute offense from the 28. Bobo underneath. Here's Corey Allen, 30, 35, 40, and got hammered by Booker as he broke the 40-yard line. Pick up a right at 13 from Bobo to Corey Allen. Fine receiver, senior from Riverdale, making the catch. 1st and 10 for Georgia at its 41-yard line.
That's that little slip screen where they bring Allen in underneath from running towards the center of the field, and got good blocking. 1st down, Georgia.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Bobo will work from a shotgun with Edwards to his left. 2 minutes to go first half. 7-7 game. Bobo drops back, fires out in the flat, caught Allen. He'll break midfield, 45, still on his feet, cut back 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Georgia. Georgia ran almost the same play again, Kim, and give Corey Allen a lot of credit. He was up and looking the whole way and shifted lanes and changed gears 2 or 3 times before Georgia scores on a 59-yard pass that probably was thrown about 8 yards.
Well, it's the same play, Wes. The slip screen to the inside. Tech didn't defend it well. He caught the ball and then broke a tackle, outran Tech's secondary. So Georgia back on the boards here with 1:47 to go in the half.
59-yard pass, caps a 2-play, 72-yard drive. Here's Langley for the point after, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 1:47 to go now before halftime. And Georgia trying to put a little lightning in the bottle before they go to the locker room. Leads 14-7. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Georgia Tech Football Network.
Lend a hand, lend a heart, when we all do our part. Goodness knows what a difference it makes. What a difference.
Help the Atlanta Food Bank and CAMA at Kroger, and together we will can hunger.
With every need that we meet, it's a world more complete. Together we can for goodness sake.
High school football excitement is back this fall on Media One News 33. From Lilburn to Lithia Springs, Alpharetta to Jonesboro, watch your team on Atlanta Prep Rally. Full highlights from more than a dozen metro area games. The most comprehensive high school roundup in Atlanta is on Atlanta Prep Rally. Join Eric Hunter and Stan Autry on Media One News Channel 33 this Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Brought to you by Boomershine Ford in Duluth. And did we forget your chance to win cash just for watching? That's Atlanta Prep Rally on Media One News Channel 33.
kicked it out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds.
On the ensuing kickoff, Mark Johnson shanked his pitching wedge into the far sideline, and then we had some verbiage back and forth with Felipe Claybrooks and the Bulldog bench across the way. It's 1st and 10 for Tech at its 35 after Johnson kicked it out of bounds on the procedure penalty. Jackets will get it there.
And West Tech has only one timeout left. They've had to burn 2 timeouts, one on defense and one on offense when they tried that 45-yard field goal by Frakes. So Joe Hamilton will have to really manage the clock here with 1:46 to go, trailing Georgia 14-7.
Have not seen Joe try to throw the deep ball yet today, Kim. Let's see what happens. Bulldogs, 5 defensive backs, 6 in the box. Hamilton from a shotgun. Joe drops back, fires, caught, Stegall, 40. Derrick coming back near side, 45, 50, into Georgia territory at the 48-yard line. Stegall gets 17 yards on first down.
Good run by Derek Stegall after he caught the ball. He took off to the middle of the field, and Georgia finally knocked him down, but not before he got it up to the Georgia 48.
Tech up quickly to the line. 3 receivers for the Yellow Jackets. Hamilton again from a shotgun. Bulldogs coming. Hamilton fires, caught Stegall, 45, out of bounds he goes. 41-yard line, pick up a 7. 2nd and 3, Kim.
Good decision by Stegall that time. He saw that the middle of the field was too cluttered, spun it outside to get it out of bounds and stop the clock, which he did. So Tech now at the Georgia 41-yard line. 2nd and 3 there. Clock is stopped at 1:29 to go in the half.
Stegall will go to the left. Middleton and Sheridan to the right. Hamilton again from a shotgun, and Wilder at an H-back at the left side. Snap to Joe. Georgia rushes 3. Hamilton across the middle. There's Sheridan, 36. First down, out of bounds at the far side. Arantes Grant knocked him out. Pick up a 5 on the play, 1st and 10.
Sheridan a little crossing route from his right to his left underneath coverage. Georgia in zone. Dropping back. Hamilton waiting for him to get open. Dumping the ball, and Sheridan did a nice job of getting the first down and getting out of bounds. Clock at 1:23 to go here in the half. 1st and 10 for Tech.
They did spot it at the 36. Stegall and Sheridan come to the right. That's the open side. Middleton in the boundary at the left. Hamilton again from a shotgun. Joe drops straight back. Looking across the middle. Middleton caught it, 20. Harvey will go down at the 18-yard line. It goes for 18 yards and another first down.
Had the blitz that time. Georgia had man coverage, and Middleton came free. Now the clock is stopped, but as soon as they set the chains, they'll start it. Clock at 1:16 here.
Hamilton takes Middleton right. Stegall and Sheridan left. Joe from a shotgun. Clock starts. Page with a snap to Hamilton. Looking right. There's Middleton. 10, 5, 4-yard line goes Harvey. 14 yards. Jeff Harris makes the stop.
Clock will stop again.
1st and goal now, and Georgia's got to turn over the defensive front while they chain, and Tech has got the play called. They may catch Georgia moving players if they're lucky here.
Clock is starting now, 1:06 and running. Tech in good shape with the clock.
Hamilton 1st and goal at the 4. From the shotgun. Snap to Joe. Looking left. Firing Middleton. In and out of the hands. Incomplete with 55 seconds left. First miss by Hamilton passing the football. He was 5 of 5 on the drive until that incomplete.
Ooh, boy, trying to throw the little slant underneath, and Georgia almost came up with a pick there. Waited a little bit, held it. Harvey trying to get in underneath, but had his hands on it, couldn't hold on.
2nd and goal. Tech has 1 timeout remaining. Remember that, with a lot of time, and it's 2nd and goal at the 4. Jackets spread the field, and the Bulldogs can't go goal line here, Kim. Here's Hamilton dropping back again. Pumps end zone, batted away, incomplete. Tolbert and Sipe were in there, and it was Trey Sipe who may have gotten a hand on it. So Joe's tried to thread the needle twice. Now on 3rd and goal, do you try and cash it in with maybe one of your running backs here?
Don't think so, Wes. I think you throw the ball. Clock is stopped at 51, and then you got to take the field goal.
Right.
You got to take the points here if Tech doesn't put the ball in the end zone.
Tech 1 timeout left. Middleton, Sheridan right. Stegall against Ronald Bailey, head up to the right side. Hamilton again from a shotgun just inside the near hash. Drops back. Looks right. Joe's going to keep. Fire end zone. In and out of the hands of Wilder. Incomplete. went right through the wickets of Ed Wilder. Tech 2 of 6, and now Frakes will come on to try a short one, but it'll be off the inside of the hash mark here at the near side.
Where Tech came roaring down the field from their own 35 with 1:47 to go. But Georgia stopped Tech on 3 straight incompletions. Wilder was wide open waiting for the ball. Ball hit him right in the shoulder pad, incomplete.
Here's Frakes. This will be a 21-yard field goal. Jim Kircher to snap the spot, and the kick is up, and it is good. So 43 seconds to go, and David Frakes adds a 21-yard field goal, and of course that's another contribution into the kitty. $50 to the Al Seraldo Fund as part of our Armada Vans Kicks for Cash. Each time Tech kicks a field goal, Armada Vans puts $50 in the Al Seraldo Fund. You have a chance to win as well by sending postcards to Armada Vans Kicks for Cash, 1601 West Peachtree Street, Atlanta, 30309. Of course, we've got the basketball contest. We'll collate all the entries and award free weekend van rentals from Armada. 21-yard field goal by Frakes makes it a 14-10 ball game here with 43 seconds to go before halftime, Kim.
Tech started that drive from the 35 after Georgia went ahead 14-7 and kicked off out of bounds. And it didn't take Tech long to get first and goal down at the 4. But 3 straight incomplete passes. Tech took the points, the field goal, the 21-yarder, closed it to Georgia 14, Tech 10.
So now with 43 seconds left, Frakes will kick it away to Champ Bailey and Hines Ward, who are deep. Tech would have dearly loved to have had the touchdown, but as Kim said, they got the points with the Frakes field goal. Here's Frakes to the football. Squibs it along the ground. It'll hit at the 25, bounce up into the hands of Jeff Harris at the or I beg your pardon, Earl Chambers at the 19, and he's back across the 30 to the 33-yard line with 38 seconds left to go. Justin Robertson, the junior from Lafayette, Louisiana, makes the stop on Tech's kick coverage team. Stay tuned. Johnny Hunzinger comes by at halftime to tell us about a special project within the Alexander Tharp Fund. And then also, we'll check in with Edgar Trey. It's the First Union halftime report and an update on doings in Puerto Rico with Georgia Tech's basketball team meeting Louisville in the championship of the Puerto Rico shootout. Hines Ward now at a quarterback, lining up in the shotgun. Ward catches, now comes back here left, had some blockers in front of him, and has an alley. And he'll step out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Georgia Tech. Hines Ward goes 21 yards. Dante Booker pushed him out.
And keep in mind, Wes, with 30 seconds to go, Georgia has 2 timeouts left, and they're getting close to getting back in scoring territory.
21 yards on the keeper. Bobo now at quarterback. Hines Ward will go to the slot in the right with Tony Small and Corey Allen wide right. Bobo drops back. Hit as he throws and almost into the hands of Jesse Tarplin again. Tarplin couldn't hang on. Chris Terry was doing all he could to keep the junior from Cross Keys from hanging on to that one. And if Tarplin had caught that, Kim, I don't think anybody would have caught it.
Been a foot race. 26 seconds now to go in the half, and Georgia 2nd and 10 from the Tech 46-yard line.
14-10 in favor of the Bulldogs as we wind to the end of this first half. And a good one. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Bobo. Drop straight back. Here comes the pressure. Hughes hit him again, and Tarplin batted it down again. Boy, Ralph Hughes crushing Bobo. Ralph Hughes has hit Bobo twice. Witherspoon another time. 3 hits on Bobo so far in the first half.
That takes a measure of a quarterback, Wes. It really has an impact on him as the game goes on. You keep getting hit, you keep getting driven in the ground, and sooner or later, late in that game, you're starting to throw the ball and wincing a little bit. And that time Hughes again dumped Bobo. So 3rd down here, 21 seconds to go in the half.
I'm Bobo. I want to keep it out of Jesse Tarplin's hands too. 3rd and 10 for Georgia. Snap to Bobo. Looking left this time across the middle. Caught Hines Ward, 24-yard line. 22-yard pass play. Bobo to Hines Ward. Kofi Smith there on the coverage.
Now Georgia definitely in scoring position. is they threw a deep post. Clock is at 16. As soon as they set the chains, it'll run, and Georgia still has those 2 timeouts. Bobo stops the clock. Georgia's got probably one shot, one play here, or do they try the field goal? If they try the play and don't make it, odds are possibly that clock is going to expire. I think they're going to kick it here. Bobo.
Langley, Kim, 1 of 2 on field goals. Dax's longest is 27 yards against Florida.
Bobo clapped his hands, and he's standing on the sideline, not in the big pile. So I think Georgia's going to try the field goal here.
Is Jim Donnan taking a team vote? He's called everybody together and said we're going for it. No, here comes Langley. I'll tell you what, they came and huddled masses there for a moment, didn't they? So here's Langley, his longest of the year, 27 yards against Florida. This will be 35 yards on 3rd and 4 from the Tech 18. 14-10 lead for Georgia, and they'd like to make it a touchdown advantage prior to halftime. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it's blocked. Keith Brooking blocked another one. Look at him. Brooking made sure before they headed to the locker room that he went over there on the east sideline and let the boys in red and black know that Big East Coweta prevented that one.
Big momentum play there. The blocked field goal. Tech will receive the second half kickoff. This is a heck of a football game.
35-yard field goal blocked. We go to the locker room. It's 14-10 in favor of Georgia. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
Spread the word. Our world is golf. It's all we do. Just for you. Players' World of Golf.
The force that unites us, drives us, compels us to perform is a 4-letter word.
Golf. Spread the word. We sell the gear. For the game of golf, we live it, we love it. Players' World of Golf.
Instead of buying a new car that's not quite a Mercedes-Benz, consider purchasing a Mercedes-Benz that's not quite new. Atlanta Classic Cars, the largest selection of pre-owned Mercedes-Benz automobiles in the South.
Back in the book over there, Coach D, and redraw that one. That one's not working today. Hughes and Shepard slice in there to drop Olandis Gary for a 5-yard loss, Kim.
Good defense inside. Georgia really hadn't hurt Tech after the initial play of the ball game when they gave it to Gary on first down and got about 9 yards up the chute. They really hadn't run the ball inside that well.
Corey Allen right, Hines Ward just off the formation at the right, Greer and Tony Small left. Mike Bobo will step back and play shotgun after making an adjustment on Tech's coverage. Here come the Jackets on the blitz. Bobo fires. Tony Small catches. 20, slides inside. 17-yard line and not going to make the marker. Got stacked up and dropped out there in the middle of the field by Troy Tolbert and Jerry Caldwell. Nice catch by Small across the middle. Play goes for 13 yards just inside the 18. 3rd and 2 at the 17, Kim.
Well, Small flank to the left, just waited till the inside receiver cleared out on the left side of the field, and then he came in underneath on a slant. He was wide open. Bobo hit him with a perfect pass, and Tech stopped him. Big 3rd down for both teams here.
Georgia 4 of 8 in 3rd downs today. Single receivers left and right. Play action to Edwards. Bobo back the other way, caught the tight end Jermaine Wiggins inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Tillman is the first guy to hit him, and Cameron polished him off. It goes for 9 and a 1st and goal now for Georgia.
Well, Georgia has taken this ball from their 26-yard line, and they've methodically moved it downfield. They've done it mostly on the throw-in from Mike Bobo, who's having a big day against this Georgia Tech defense. That time Wiggins open in the flat, went down and caught the ball. Another 1st down for Georgia. They've got it 1st and goal at the Tech 8.
Boy, Kim, he's a load, isn't he, Wiggins? 1st and goal for Georgia. Bobo swinging Wiggins from left to right. Give it to Robert Edwards to the 5, slicing down to the 4. They'll award him the 3 on a stretch. And they draw Higgins, Kim, back over there and right behind the center, Brad Stafford. He stopped, so it kind of gave Edwards an extra punch as he took it straight up the middle. That's been Georgia's best run inside since that opening drive.
It has, and Edwards are going to rule that he was down at the 4, pick up a 4 on first down, so 2nd and goal from there.
14-10, Georgia leading 4 with 6:40 to go and looking for more. Corey Allen left, Hines Ward right. Robert Edwards deep in the eye. Wiggins takes a step off the formation. Now in motion goes Wiggins again. They'll give it to Edwards left side, and Robert will be held just outside the end zone. Delonte Cameron over to make the stop on Robert Edwards. And some of the partisan Bulldogs that have worked their way into Bobby Dodd Stadium not happy with the spot by a Southeastern Conference crew. So it's 3rd and goal for Georgia. Tech brings in the goal line. Brian Corrin has come in, the true freshman from Albany, along that defensive front with Dan Witherspoon and Derek Shepard and Ralph Hughes and a cast of others. They take Corey Allen out and bring another tight end in, and that's Wiggins. Selma Calloway has come in front of Robert Edwards. Give to Edwards. Oh, and did he get in? I don't think so. Brooking hit him at the peak, and Robert Edwards was denied at the goal line.
Instant call here. Georgia goes for it or they kick it. They're going for it.
Brooking with 10 tackles in his final home game. 4th and goal for Georgia. Oh, we were here at South Bend for this.
Actually lost yardage on that play. They're going to move the ball back a little bit.
And Edwards is coming out of there. They've got Patrick Pass and Selma Calloway behind Mike Bobo. Hines Ward just a step off here to the left. 4th and goal. Now Georgia spreading the field with Bobo calling signals. Looking to the right. Bobo firing touchdown. Hines Ward. Left uncovered was Ward, and Georgia converts the 4th down.
Well, they confused Tech. They shifted late and they put 3 people outside, and Tech didn't look like they really knew how to line up for it. And then Bobo just rolled to the right. Ward slipped into the flat. Nobody there. A little pick play, but it was legal. Touchdown, Georgia.
Mike Bobo's thrown his 3rd touchdown of the day, his 2nd to Hines Ward from Rex, and it goes for a yard, and Georgia's lead is 10. Trying to make it 11 is Dax Langley. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it is good, but just barely inside that left upright. Timeout on the field. 4:51 to go, 3rd quarter. Georgia 21 and Tech 10.
Said that the child is father to the man. So if we want that man to be an adult with purpose, with opportunity, if we want him to have a life of value, shouldn't we start with the child? It's time to unite our efforts, our resources. There is a way, the united way.
Gene Evans Ford announces its model year-end clearance. During this Ford clearance, you'll enjoy the biggest savings and the greatest selection of the year. At Gene Evans Ford's year-end clearance, the rebates are the highest this year. Once you visit Gene Evans Ford, you'll quickly see why it's Georgia's #1 Ford dealer year after year. Come to the 97 year-end clearance at Gene Evans Ford in Union City, just off I-85.
With Kim King, this is West Durham. Bulldogs 21, Yellow Jackets 10, and Kim, Tech needs big plays now.
Well, they do, and they're having a hard time stopping this Georgia offense. The throwing game is really hurting Tech. The running game hadn't been that big a factor, but Mike Bobo, 3 touchdown passes today, Buchanan, for all 21 points of Georgia.
Johnson kicks it away. Liner hits it to 22. It'll be Charlie Rogers from the 3-yard line. Charlie 20. Charlie 25. Charlie 26-yard line, stretching out. Downfield stop made by Corey Robinson, the redshirt freshman from Tucker. 4:41 to go, third quarter. Georgia marched 84 yards in 13 plays in 7 minutes and 24 seconds to take this 11-point lead. Bulldogs are 1 of 2 on 4th down and 5 of 10 on 3rd down today. Tech is 3 of 8 on 3rd down as they set up with Hamilton and 3 receivers in a backfield split with 4:41 to go. 1st and 10 from the 26. Joe looking deep, firing out there. Charlie Rogers with a catch near the 48-yard line and hit on the spot by Champ Bailey.
Boy, great throw by Joe Hamilton. Waited till Rogers cleared the linebackers, dropped that ball in there in front of the safeties, and when Charlie made a catch, he really took a hit by Bailey, really knocked him in the ground.
Well, they mark it for 21 yards, or 23 yards to the 49, I beg your pardon. 4:26 to go, third quarter. 11-point deficit, and Tech with the ball. Middleton left, Sheridan and Stegall right. Wiley and Charlie Rogers in the eye behind Joe Hamilton. 1st and 10 for Tech at its 49-yard line. Joe, give to Charlie, and boy, is that played well by Brandon Miller. Tech, you know, we were talking a moment ago, Kim, Georgia hadn't been able to slide much by Tech when it comes between the tackles, and likewise the Jackets hadn't been able to slide much by the Bulldogs between the tackles today.
Well, that time Tech's John Carmen just got beat on the outside right. Georgia came down and really wrapped that up, and also getting beat in there, Jason Burks.
Hamilton from under center with 3 receivers again. Middleton left, Sheridan and Stegall right. Joe drops back. Pressure coming. Hot route. There's Charlie Rogers, 45. Spins back toward and gets to the 49-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 10. 6-yard gain with Jeff Harris, the sophomore corner, coming up to make the stop.
Blitz that time by Georgia, and as you called it, Wes, it's a hot read. It's where you recognize Tolbert coming in from his outside backer position. They just throw it where Rogers slides into that area, but Georgia's secondary came over quickly, stopped him for a 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 10 for Tech, and they need to convert here to try to get back in this game.
Hamilton with 3 receivers. Backfield split. Joe play action to Wiley. Here comes the blitz. Hamilton stepping through tackles. Joe's got it. He could run. He throws. It's caught. Stegall, 1st down. Georgia 38-yard line. An injured Bulldog back at the Tech 39, but credit Hamilton. He made the decision, Kim, and stuck with it. He could have run, and it would have been close. He delivered it to the Noonan senior for the 1st down. It goes for a dozen. Brandon Miller is the injured Bulldog back in Tech territory, and we get a break in the action. 2:49 to go in the ball game, or in the 3rd quarter of this game, and Georgia leading Tech 21-10 on the Journal-Constitution scoreboard.
Subjects that enhance your mind, from math, science, English, art to social studies. You'll be smart, don't be shy, give it a try. Call Mind Busters and you'll see why. Learning is fun to do. Just a little advice from safety. School is cool, so yearn to learn. If you have a question or small concern, don't hesitate to call for help, cause learning is so new.
Mind Busters, Monday through Thursday at 6, only on PBA 30.
The fact that these fellows come in 3-6 months after we've corrected the problem, and they have a different outlook on life. They have a closeness to their wife, their lover, that they haven't had in years. They have a zest for life. They want to get out. They want to do things. They want to go dancing on Saturday night. They feel like that they have life in front of them, not behind them anymore, in front of them.
Hamilton with Wilder and Wiley behind him. Stegall to the right, open side, Middleton to the left. Off the far hash, 1st and 10 for Tech. Joe on a count. Give to Wiley, left side. Charles with a steam. 35, 30, 25. Taking guys with him. Out of bounds he goes. 21-yard line's where they mark it. 17 yards. Middleton with a nice downfield block for Miami's Charles Wiley.
That's a sweep play that time, a zone play where Wiley can either take it inside or out, but he saw he got the corner. He got a good block from Middleton downfield, and he went down the sideline, got the ball down to the Georgia 21-yard line. 1st down, 18-yard run.
Stegall left, Middleton right. Backs fall into an I. Wilder and Wiley. Hamilton on 1st and 10 from the Georgia 21. Play action to Wiley, booting back right. Lloyd's one rush, fires, and it is caught. Lilly, a diving catch at the 10-yard line. In front of Jeff Harris and behind Greg Bright goes River Ridge, Louisiana, redshirt freshman Mike Lilly. Nice catch and nice throw by Joe Hamilton, Kim.
How about the move by Joe Hamilton to avoid the sack, let the pursuit come over on top that time. He had big 97 Marcus Stroud trying to wrap him up, but he stopped. Stroud went flying with his momentum, and he came back and hit Lilly, who caught it at the 10. So 11-yard pickup, another 1st down. 1st and goal there.
2:03 to go, 3rd quarter, 21-10 in favor of Georgia. Tech on the march. Hamilton with the eye behind him. Long count, and now a timeout asked for by Joe.
Didn't get it called. They're going to throw the flag.
Marker comes in from behind Joe Hamilton.
Nope,
they did
call
award
timeout.
it. Champ Bailey turned and asked the field judge, Rocky Good from Farragut, Tennessee, coming over and say, hey, he get that called? Yes, he did. Breaking the action, 1:51 to go.
This fall on Channel 33 Media One, it's Atlanta University Center Sports Show, hosted by me, Reginald Davis.
And me, Terrence Scott Green. We'll provide an in-depth view of the AUC's athletic programs. Reg, what else will we be doing?
Well, Terrence, we're going to be covering football, basketball, tennis, talking to students, athletic directors, and a host of other things.
Will that be it?
No, Terrence, that won't be it. You got to watch the AUC Sports Show this fall on Media One Channel 33, and we'll show you the rest.
Spread the word. Our world is golf. It's all we do. Just for you. Players' World of Golf.
The force that unites us, drives us, compels us to perform is a 4-letter word.
Golf. Spread the word. We sell the gear. For the game of golf, we live it, we love it. Players' World of Golf.
Georgia Tech football is brought to you by Mountain National Bank. We're not just about money, we're about people. And All-American Specialties, the symbol of excellence in the awards industry.
Single back Wiley, and we got movement by the Yellow Jackets. It was Mike Lilly, the tight end, at the left side.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Tech had to burn a timeout because the play clock was going to catch them. Lucky they didn't get a penalty, but the official let them count one of the 3 timeouts. Tech only has 2, and then get up over the ball, and Mike Lilly pushes them 5 yards further away from the goal on a procedure.
First penalty of the day against Tech, Kim.
It is. So doesn't help your cause here when you're trying to get the ball in the end zone.
So now 1st and goal at the 15. Wiley and Wilder, although Ed steps up alongside Carmen as an H-back. Hamilton from the shotgun. 7 in the box for Georgia. Here's Ham on a draw. Joe cuts back 10 inside to the 8-yard line. Tracked down from behind by Amarlis Leroy. Hamilton gets 7. It's 2nd and goal from there. 92 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
And from Puerto Rico, it's a final. Georgia Tech 73.
And the crowd here at the stadium being given the final we gave you a moment ago.
Tech's going to have to hurry. Play clock down inside 10 seconds. They're going to have to hurry to get this play off.
Single back Wiley. 2 tight ends. Hamilton on a long count. Got it called. Here's the give. Wiley through a tackle. Down near the 5 goes Charles Wiley. Boy, Charles just bounced right up over the top. And Brandon Tolbert made the stop. Paul Snellings tried to knife in there, and Wiley did a heck of a job to get a couple out of it. 3rd and goal now for Tech at the Georgia 6. They flop everybody out. Sheridan and Wilder come back. They take Guba and Lilly out. Final 40 seconds now, the third quarter. 21-10. Tech needs a touchdown to get to within 4. Snap from Page. Hamilton looking right. Fires back, and it is in and out of the hands of Middleton. Champ Bailey defending, and no flag.
And had Wiley wide open coming out of the backfield on the left side. Georgia didn't pick him up, but he tried to force that thing into Middleton. And Tech's going to kick a field goal.
4th and goal at the Georgia 6. The Jackets 4 of 10 now in third downs. And David Frakes will be asked to kick a 23-yard field goal with 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. It would pull Tech to within 8. Jim Kircher snapped the spot from Brendan Shaw, and the kick is away, and it is good. 22 seconds to go, third quarter in Atlanta. Georgia leading Tech 21-13 on the Journal-Constitution scoreboard. This is the Georgia Tech Football Network.
Hi, I'm Chef Bernard from the Kroger School of Cooking in Peachtree City. Boy, we've got a great show this week. We're going to be doing a Yankee pot roast with Southern-style root vegetable. Now, we've got 2 special guests, so join us this week and see what's cooking. Ciao.
Watch Cooking with Bernard Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. on Media One, Channel 33.
Instead of buying a new car that's not quite a Mercedes-Benz, consider purchasing a Mercedes-Benz that's not quite new. Atlanta Classic Cars, the largest selection of pre-owned Mercedes-Benz automobiles in the South.
Back now with Georgia Tech football on Media One as we join action in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers, 2 to the left and 1 to the right for Bobo. 2nd and 13 for Georgia to start the fourth quarter of play. Firing across the middle, it's caught. Corey Allen out on the left side. Out to the 38 goes Allen. It'll be a pickup of 6 and make it 3rd and 7. Jerry Caldwell makes the stop, Kim.
Well, they just ran a little delayed slant in the middle, trying to get Tech's defenders to clear out the middle of the field, and Bobo, Georgia picked up the blitz by Tech, threw it out to Allen, but a nice tackle in the open field, stopped him at the 38, pick up a 6. Big play here for both teams.
You're not kidding. 3rd and 7, early fourth quarter. Pass will split out wide left. Bobo now changing his routes. Brookings showing blitz. Snap to Bobo. Pressure coming. Fires. It's caught. Small. Stepped away from 1. Not going to get there. Don't believe so. He's going to be now. They're going to mark it to the 45.
They gave him the first down with a mark. So he got it with that second effort. Tech had a chance to stop him short, but Georgia's converted another key first down.
Bobo to Tony Small.
Boy, what a conversion this would be for Georgia. And I think he's got it, Wes, because the ball is touching that 45-yard line, and it looks like the chain is right there at the 45. So
Tommy Barber says short.
Well, I hope Tommy's right. He's got better eyes than I do.
Kim, if they mark it based on the football, he's not even to the 45. And that's what they've done. The ball is sitting inside the 45, and he's got to get to the 45. So I think Georgia's going to be just short.
Whoa.
Indeed they are.
Good eyes, Tommy. Tiki Barber, I'm telling you, does it every time, doesn't he?
I've lost a few nickels this year to Tiki on those guesses. 4th and short. So Georgia going to go for it on the gimme, I suspect. They'll stop the presses if they punt, I'll tell you that. Georgia 1 of 2 on 4th down today. That pencils the Bulldogs in at 10 of 17 on the season. Problem with them when they're that short, Kim, is you have a hard time marking them for distance back on the hash mark. SEC crew got it spotted up. They're ready.
Now, Wes, what they're going to do is I don't know if Georgia's going to pull this ball. They may try to draw Tech offside, so Tech has to be prepared for that. And also, Jim Donnan's a riverboat gambler.
Yep. Selma Calloway and Robert Edwards are in there. Bobo tries for the sneak. Oh, this will be interesting.
Watch the mark. I think he got it with his foot. His foot's going to be just outside the or a 45-yard line, if I'm seeing correctly.
It depends. If it's a right foot, he may have it. Left foot, he might be short.
Left foot, he's short. Right foot, he's got the first down.
They're going to bring the chains again, I would suspect.
No,
oh, he didn't get it. Ron Gilbert's asked for time. What do you think, Tommy?
I think you got this one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Nose of the football now as they pull away from the pile down there. It looks like the nose of the football.
I think he got the good right foot spot, and I believe he's going to get this one.
Well, we'll see. They pull it tight. Does not have it by a link in the chain. Georgia is held by Tech on 4th down. What a stop on 4th down. Kim, the link of the chain sticking to the first down pole.
Wes, that's the kind of call that I'm sure Jim Donnan now wishes he hadn't made. But, boy, when you got a 21-13 lead and you got the ball and you're in the field, I'm not sure you just punt it every time. But they gambled and Tech stopped them.
Wiley and Charlie Rogers in an eye. Georgia was 7 in a box, crawling. Grant up on an edge, and Hamilton looking. Fires incomplete at the feet of Charlie Rogers. Grant came untouched, showing blitz. Orantis Grant, the sophomore from Dunwoody.
Made him throw a little too quick. And Wes, if they set the screen up and he catches a ball, he's got 20 yards, maybe touchdown, because not a Georgia defender was over there other than those that were being blocked. So Georgia escapes a big play there. Tech can't execute. 2nd and 10.
Middleton and Stegall to the right. Wiley and Wilder. Ed the fullback, Charles the tailback behind Hamilton. Champ Bailey head up on Stegall. Play action. Here's Joe. Firing across the middle. Caught Middleton, 28-yard line. First down, 17 yards on the play. Glenn Ford and Kirby Smart make the stop.
Oh, what a great throw by Joe Hamilton. He waited until Middleton cleared the zone and got open, delivered the ball right on the money. So a big throw by Joe Hamilton to Harvey Middleton at the Georgia 28-yard line. 17-yard pickup, first down Tech.
13:34 to go in the ball game. 92nd meeting. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Wiley and Rogers behind Hamilton on 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Give is to Wiley. I beg your pardon, it was Hamilton who stepped away and lost the football and lost a yard back to the 29-yard line.
Option play, and his feet got tangled up with Wiley as fullback. He was trying to set it up on the corner with Charlie Rogers.
It was into the boundary, as we've become accustomed to seeing the Tech option game. 12:57 to go, 21-13 in favor of Georgia. But Tech, after holding Georgia on 4th and inches, now has the football. Stegall in motion toward the formation. Blitz coming. Joe has to hurry. Loops it out in the flat over the head of Charlie Rogers, incomplete.
Georgia had the blitz on that time. Everybody covered.
Yep, it's 3rd and 11 now, Kim, very quickly. After the Hamilton to Middleton pass that covered right at 17 yards. Now it's 3rd and long. See what the Jackets do. Stegall and Sheridan to the right, Middleton left. Hamilton from a shotgun, Wiley to his left, Charlie Rogers to his right. Here's Joe dropping back, stepping to his right, firing down there. Charlie's there, and it is incomplete. Batted away. Greg Bright down there in coverage with Jeff Harris. So now on 3rd and 11 at the Georgia, or 4th and 11 at the Georgia 29. Here comes David Frakes after Tech falls to 4 of 11 in 3rd downs. And they'll ask Frakes to try right at 46 yards. David missed earlier today from 45, and that one was short and kicked a little heavy. Shaw will hold. Jim Kircher to snap it. Snap, spot. Kick from Frakes is away, and it is good! Just over the crossbar. 46 yards, and he hit it 46 3/4. Another $50 into the Al Serraldo kitty, courtesy of our friends at Armada Vans, and we got a timeout on the field. 12:29 to go in the ball game. Tech is to within 5 of Georgia.
I'm Bob Mullen, Program Director of the Center for Men's Health. For years I've been talking on TV about a very personal subject, male impotence. Do you know that impotence can be treated with medication? Most doctors know little about this subject, but at the Center for Men's Health, the successful treatment of impotence is our full-time specialty, and we offer all treatment options. Impotence is treatable and curable if you call the right place. Make the call that will change your life. I know it will, because I've been there.
One Sewing Machine Company is slashing prices on all new sewing machines and sergers. Just look. Necky Sewing Machine, originally $469, now on sale for $169. Singer Serger, regularly $749, now $399. Singer Sewing Machine was $299, now $99. Save up to $1,000 on the Memory Craft 9000 and the Singer Quantum XL100. A1 Sewing Machine Company is located just off 285 at exit 28 in the North Lake Tower Festival Shopping Center.
Back now with Georgia Tech football on Media One as we join action in the fourth quarter. Stegall to the right, Sheridan and Middleton left. Empty backfield with Wiley out to the left of Joe Hamilton, who's under center on first down. There's a snap of the ball by Page. Marker down. I think they caught Georgia leaning into the boundary.
No question about it. That's going to be 5 yards against Georgia. That was a Craig Page play there because he saw Georgia in that neutral zone or across the neutral zone, and they pulled the ball. So 5-yard penalty offside on Georgia. Put the ball up at the midfield stripe. 1st and 5 from there.
It was Brandon Miller, the nose guard, trying to peek in a little early. He and Derek Bird, they've been tough as nails over there on that right side today for Jim Donnan. Stegall to the right, Sheridan and Middleton left. Wiley again steps away. Hamilton from under center, drops back, fires. Diving catch by Stegall. Now Marker comes down right at the point of the catch by Stegall, which only went for maybe a step beyond the midfield line, and let's wait and see.
Might be against Stegall for pushing off. Let's see. It'd be a costly penalty. I think that's what they're going to call offensive pass interference.
Oh, ineligible.
Stegall. Let's see. I'm not sure I understand this call. I think what happened is that Wilder, the fullback, was up at the tight end position, supposed to be on the wing. He was on the line of scrimmage, as was Stegall. So Tech had a legal receiver down, an eligible receiver downfield.
5 yards, so it just moves it back to where we were to begin.
Yep, that's what it was, Wes. When they had Wilder out there, supposed to be on a wing position, he actually was up on the line of scrimmage, as was Stegall.
Right.
And then Wilder released and went downfield.
Hamilton into the huddle. 5:16 to go. 5-point lead for Georgia at 21-16. Been an outstanding game. Wilder and Wiley in the eye. 3 receivers and no tight end. Hamilton play action to Wiley. Blitz coming. Joe fires as he's hit, and it's incomplete. Glenn Ford coming on the blitz. Junior from Carver in Columbus. It's now 2nd and 10.
Boy, he came free from the backside, so Joe Hamilton just barely getting that ball off, and he was fortunate to do so because Ford was coming in and had a chance to really put a big sack. As it is, it's 2nd and 10 from the 45.
5:04 to go. Stegall and Sheridan come to the near side. Middleton into the boundary. Wiley and Charlie Rogers now in the eye behind Hamilton. Joe on the count. Option play. Hamilton pitches. Charlie Rogers has got it. First down inside the 45 at the 44 of Georgia.
Goodness. Looks like a magician with the ball.
Goes for right at 11 yards. First down. Greg Bright forced him out.
12-yard gain.
Good execution by Joe Hamilton that time, pitching the ball to Charlie Rogers, who accelerated down the sideline, and it got Tech a big first down of 11 yards on the play.
4:59 to go. 5-point lead for Georgia, but Tech with the football. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 44. Middleton to the right, Stegall to the left. Hamilton, play action to Wiley. Joe firing downfield. Middleton is there, and it's incomplete. Ball was not catchable. That's why there's no flag. And Middleton got clobbered by Jeff Harris and Kirby Smart and Ronald Bailey, who was also down there.
Well, they ran a deep post pattern, and Hamilton tried to go for it, but Georgia had 2 men in position. There was a collision. Tech fans wanted a flag on it, but the ball was thrown high, and the official's going to rule that it was uncatchable. So coming over and putting a hit on was Jeff Harris. Really hit Middleton, who's down on the ground.
2nd and 10 at the Georgia 44, and I ought to tell you while we got a break in the action, they're out to attend to Harvey Middleton. The Alliance is getting ready to get turned upside down. Michigan State is pounding Penn State. It's 42-14 late in the 4th quarter, Kim.
Good to see Harvey Middleton run off the field. I think maybe he got the wind knocked out of him or just a real jolt, but he looks to be okay. So
46,015 the attendance today at Bobby Dodd Stadium at Grant Field. Wiley and Rogers, and here comes Des White, the freshman from the Bowles School, into the lineup. 2nd and 10 for Tech at the Georgia 44. 4:52 to go, and folks have crawled up on the edge of their seat and standing in most places here in the stadium. I formation, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Georgia showing blitz. Here's Hamilton. Give it to Charlie Rogers. Steps away from 1 and gets to the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Georgia came with a blitz that time, and Rogers on the draw almost broke it free, but one man drug him down at the 41-yard line. Pick up a 3, so 3rd down. Clock down to 4:32 and running.
Arantis Grant made the stop, Kim.
You got to think, Wes, if Tech doesn't make the first down here, they'll go in 4-down territory on 4th down.
I formation, Wilder and Wiley. Middleton to the right, Stegall and Sheridan left. Hamilton from under center. Drags Wilder out of there in motion to the left side. Joe drops back. Looking, loops it out and over the top of Wiley, incomplete.
Wes, if he pulls the ball down and runs to the left, he's got room, but he tried to force the throw that time. Nobody open downfield. 4th down, you got to believe Tech's going for it here.
2 timeouts left, and now Rodney Williams being called to George O'Leary.
Well, they're going to punt it.
George O'Leary punting toward one of the corners here for Rodney Williams on 4th and 7. Georgia will not field the punt. Although now Kirby Smart's going to drop. Junior from Bainbridge back to about the 24. Rodney Williams loops it downfield. Good job, Derek Dudley. Letting it roll, and Travaris Tillman stops it on a hop at the 8-yard line. Nice play by Derek Dudley, Kim, to hustle downfield on one of the gunner routes for Tech in the special teams play, stopping it at the 8-yard line. It'll only be a 33-yard punt, but the damage is done. You put Georgia back inside their 10, but now the clock becomes the question. 3:59 to go. It's 1st and 10 for Georgia at their 8-yard line. All right, it's 8-yard line, I should say, and the Tech defense has got to do it again.
Well, time getting to be a factor. 3:59. Tech has 2 timeouts left. They had to waste a timeout on a time clock situation early in the 3rd quarter, so it all comes down to this.
Ward to the far side, Corey Allen near side. Robert Edwards drops back, lone setback. Mike Bobo on 1st down, hands to Edwards, left side, got the 9 and no more. Derek Shepard slams the door on Robert Edwards. 6th tackle of the day by Shepard. It's 2nd and 9 for Georgia at its 9. Clock continues to run, 3:44 to go. I suspect Georgia will use absolutely all of the play clock when they get the chance to.
They'll run it down. They'll try to convert, of course, but they're going to use everything on that time clock. Clock at 3:28 and running.
Corey Allen to the left. Tony Small and Mike Bobo to the right with Hines Ward under center. Tech coming on the blitz. Hines looking to the left side. He's trapped and will go back down at the 9 again. Kofi Smith came up to jam it up, and then Ward, all he could do was fall back down at the 9. 3rd and 9. Georgia 5 of 13 in 3rd downs. 2:58 and counting. Mike Bobo back into the huddle. Play clock at 16 seconds. This play will be snapped with about 2:30 or just a little more to play. 3 receivers, everybody on their feet in the stadium. Bobo from the shotgun. Tech coming on the blitz. Bobo looking, firing, caught small, but he'll be shy of the 1st down.
Tech will take a timeout now. They'll take a timeout, or will they?
17-yard line. Robert Edwards is down on the play, and Tech punches the timeout with 2:24 to go. So Bobo went to Tony Small, but he is 1.5 yards shy of the 1st down. Jackets call the timeout. They'll have 1 remaining.
You've got enough to worry about, and if you're going to worry properly, you need the right information. Is the city council about to vote on your taxes, or a new store might be coming to town, or is an election coming up? Want to get the in-depth information that'll help you make up your own mind? Try Atlanta This Week on WPBA TV 30. I'm Dennis O'Hare. Friday nights at 8, Sunday mornings at 11, Atlanta's best reporters get together and give you the kind of information you won't find in a quick article or newscast. It's Atlanta This Week on WPBA TV 30, Atlanta Public Television.
One Sewing Machine Company is slashing prices on all new sewing machines and sergers. Just look. Necky Sewing Machine, originally $469, now on sale for $169. Singer Serger, regularly $749, now $399. Singer Sewing Machine was $299, now $99. Save up to $1,000 on the Memory Craft 9000 and the Singer Quantum XL100. A1 Sewing Machine Company is located just off 285 at exit 28 in the North Lake Tower Festival Shopping Center.
Dax Langley's going to punt with 2:24 to go. It is 4th and 1.5 yards for Georgia from its 17-yard line.
Wes, if you're Georgia Tech, you do not want to be offsides here.
Nope.
It looks like they're coming after the kick. They got to be careful.
Snap to Langley. He's punting. Tech came close. High spiral, far side. Middleton will let it hit. And it does so in Tech territory, in Georgia territory, and out of bounds at the 48. 31-yard punt by Dax Langley, no return. All right, Kim. I think I'm safe to say now this is the last chance.
Yeah, I think it gets down to this for Tech. It's 2:16 to go in the contest. Georgia on top of Tech, 21-16. Tech has 1 timeout left. Georgia has all 3 of its timeouts. So ball at the Georgia 48. Comes down to this.
Hamilton shotgun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Georgia crawls Grant up on an end. Snap to Joe, dropping back. Stegall across the middle. No, it's Middleton. 40. Harvey 35 inside to the 33-yard line before he's turned back by Jeff Harris and Kirby Smart. 15 yards. 1st down.
Boy, he's wide open underneath, and he just waited till everything cleared out. Hamilton hit him with it. 1st down Tech at the Georgia 33-yard line. Clock now running under 2:04 to go.
Stegall and Sheridan to the right. Middleton left. Hamilton with a shotgun. Wilder to his left. Wiley to his right. 4-man front again for Georgia. Snap to Joe. Dropping back. Got to do something. Sprints to his right. Got to get out of there. Does so. Now fires. And it's caught. Wilder. 25, 20, and inside the 15. Still running. 13-yard line goes Wilder. Glenn Ford made the stop on Mr. Ed. Georgia had Hamilton corralled. They said, Joe, you're going down. He said, hey, brother, not me.
Man, oh man, how did Hamilton stay up, Wes? He was in the clutch, and I thought he was going down, but he came free and saw Wilder wide open on the sideline, and Big Ed took it to the middle, and a 1st down. Clock at 1:23 and running.
Hamilton again with a shotgun and 3 receivers. Wilder at an H-back on the right. Snap to Joe. He'll draw to the right side. 10, Down to the 6 goes Joe Hamilton. 1:08 and counting in the ball game.
Tech's taking a timeout.
Jackets will use a timeout with 1:05 to go. No, it's Georgia that burns the timeout.
Whoa, man, figure that one out, Wes. Georgia takes a timeout. I thought Tech had burned their final timeout, and I said maybe that's one play too soon for Tech to take it, but it was the Bulldogs. These games are not good for the blood pressure.
Oh, 65 seconds left to go. Tech, 2nd and 5 at the Georgia 7, trailing 5 at 21-16. Georgia's won the last 6 and 9 of the last 11. And leads the series 51-35, and there have been 5 ties. Middleton to the right. Sheridan and Stegall left. Hamilton from a shotgun. Snap to Joe. He's drawing. Got a block, Carmen, and will get no further than the 6-yard line. Timeout now for the Yellow Jackets with 59 seconds left. It's 3rd and 4, Kim.
Quarterback draw that time, but Georgia wasn't fooled. Tech tried to spread them out and slide Hamilton through there. Tech burned its last time out now. So no time left for Tech. 59 seconds to go in the contest. Ball at the Georgia 6-yard line. Tech has to get it down to the 2 for the first. And Joe Hamilton is over talking to Ralph Friedgen, and now he'll come back on the field with, well, he's still over there with Friedgen, and they call Charlie Rogers back, and they're sending Ed Wilder out on the field.
There are folks in the stairwell, Kim, over in the northeast corner, just doing all they can do to get an angle on this one. There are people everywhere here today. Last time out for Tech. And the Jackets can achieve a first down, but have got to get to about the 1.5. Hamilton. Wiley and Wilder split behind him. Stegall and Sheridan left, Middleton right. Joe from under center. Brings Stegall toward him in motion. Dropping back. Now Joe coming out of there. Flips it in the flat. Wilder. He'll have it. And he has the first down, I believe. Let's wait and see. He reached the ball out as he was going out of bounds trying to get the first down, and he may be just short. The clock stops with 52 seconds left to go. Woo. Mercer. Just shy of the first down is Wilder. Kim with 52 seconds left. Tech can go for it. But the Jackets then would have to really hustle to get a line and call the play from scrimmage.
Well, play clock has started. Tech, this is it. They got to knock Georgia off the ball and get the first down, if nothing else.
Everybody on their feet. 52 seconds left. Hamilton gives it to Wiley. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Oh, brother! .48 seconds left to go. Wiley has scored his 9th rushing score of the year. Tech's going to go for 2.
You have to, Wes, because Georgia can go down and kick a field goal, and if you don't score 2 and convert here, they can win it with a field goal. 48 seconds. Keep in mind now, Georgia went about that distance for their field goal with less time than that, so Tech can't take anything for granted here.
Jackets have put the ball on the far hash, leading 22-21. Stegall and Sheridan to the right, Middleton to the left. Mike Lilly will have to hustle off the field. Hamilton tries to get the play snap and does. Joe drops back. He'll work to his right. Now looks, fires end zone, caught! Mike Sheridan, a 2-point conversion.
How big was that, Wes?
Extra, extra, extra large.
And this Tech crowd has gone berserk here.
48 seconds left to go. Georgia Tech went 48 yards in 6 plays in about 90 seconds. Charles Wiley scoring on 4th and goal, and then Hamilton to Sheridan with a 2-point conversion. Frakes kicks it away. It'll go out of bounds. 35-yard line is where
Wes.
Georgia will get it.
I don't understand it. But anyway, Georgia's ball up at the 35. Man, if you ever want a kick to go in the end zone and pin Georgia way back there. But I think that's the third in the ball game that Frakes has kicked out of bounds. All right, Georgia starts at 35. I'll give it back to you.
That's correct. Tech brings the rush line in with Claybrooks, Tarplin, Shepard, and Hughes. Jackets bring Dante Booker in with Brooking and Ron Rogers. 4 DBs. You count Booker, though, as a 5th. Hines Ward to the left with Corey Allen, Tony Small, and Champ Bailey to the right. First down, Champ Bailey. Open field 40. Bailey 45, still swinging tackles. Bailey headed far side, and he's knocked out of bounds with 38 seconds left at the Tech 37-yard line.
There's that pass play. They scored the touchdown on Tech. It's the inside screen, and Bailey took it, got some blocks, and dodged a couple of tacklers and took it all the way in Tech territory. Gunneruli stepped out of bounds up at the Tech 37-yard line.
11 seconds off the clock. Jackets trying to hang on, leading by 3, 24-21. Tech's first lead of the day. Bobo from a shotgun with 4 receivers. Snap to him, looking left, fires underneath. It's caught Small, 30-yard line, or Champ Bailey, 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. Georgia punches a timeout. 1 left for the Bulldogs. Kofi Smith made the stop on Champ Bailey, sophomore from Folkestone. 29 seconds left to go, Kim.
7-yard pass play underneath. Tech has had trouble with that underneath screen play, and that's what they set up with Champ Bailey. They run him in under a slant, get a lot of linemen out in front of him, and they pick off the Tech tacklers, and you try to run that receiver in underneath the blocking, which is what Bailey did. And he took it all the way to the Tech 37-yard line, a 28-yard completion on first down. Bailey caught a 7-yard pass play to the 30 there. Clock is stopped with 29 seconds. Georgia has 2 timeouts, 1 timeout left, I should say. Tech, of course, has none. 29 seconds. In case you didn't catch it, Charles Wiley went over from 1 yard out with 48 seconds to go. Tech went for 2, and Hamilton hooked up with Mike Sheridan in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Georgia's got to score a touchdown to win it. They've got to kick a field goal to tie it up and to send it into overtime.
1 timeout left for the Bulldogs. Jackets are out of them. 2nd and 3 at the Tech 30. Champ Bailey to the left. Tony Small just off the formation. Ward and Allen to the right. Bobo from a shotgun with Edwards to his right. Mike drops back. Fires out in the flat. Edwards has got it. 30, 25, first down. Out of bounds he goes, 22-yard line. 21 seconds left. 8 yards on the pass play. Bobo to Edwards. Kofi Smith made the stop. 21 seconds left to go. Man, Kim, this one will give you gray hair all over the place.
Boy.
Corey Allen and Hines Ward to the left. Tony Small to the right. Bobo from a shotgun with Robert Edwards to his left. Play clock at 8. Snap from Stafford. Bobo looking. Intercepted! Flag goes down.
Whoa!
And Hines Ward's pumping his fist.
Georgia Tech's got a pass
marker
interference.
down. It might be pass interference. Let's wait and see. 14 seconds left. Pass interference on Georgia Tech negates an interception by Travaris Tillman. Georgia O'Leary calls an official to it. Hines Ward said he was held and Dante Booker was in coverage. The penalty with 14 seconds left. Moves the football to the 8-yard line. First and goal. Georgia spreads the field. 14 seconds left. Trailing 3. Snap to Bobo. Looks left. Fires end zone. Touchdown. Corey Allen. Marker goes down.
Got 2 flags, one in the end zone, one back here in the field of play. I think the one back in the field of play is going to be excessive celebration.
No, it's on Georgia. And it may be a penalty for the touchdown. Let's wait and see. Are they going to take the touchdown away? Bobo to Corey Allen. Ron Gilbert. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Georgia. Touchdown stands with 8 seconds left. Holy cow, Kim. Bobo to Corey Allen for 8 yards, and that is a knife. The Jackets.
4 plays, 65 yards, Wes. Didn't take them long. That was the fear.
40 seconds.
That you had when Georgia got the ball with 48 seconds. Didn't take them but 40 seconds to get the score.
It's 27 to 24. The scoreboard is yet to be changed here at the stadium. 27-24. Goodness heavens. And Mike Bobo will spread the field and they'll go for 2. This is the extra point attempt, or the 2-point attempt after the double unsportsmanlike conduct. Backed it out to the 33. They'll fire underneath. There's Champ Bailey, and he'll be tackled. No time off the clock, mind you. So now Georgia will kick it away. Witherspoon and Cameron make the stop.
Keep in mind this year in college ball, the clock starts as soon as the kicker hits it. So
right.
If Georgia squibs it on the ground, likely that'll be the last shot Tech will have as they get the ball. So Tech excited everybody, came back, took a 24-21 lead with 48 seconds, but Georgia came right back down the field and scored in 40 seconds with 8 seconds left on the clock to take a 27-24 lead. Georgia penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct, excessive celebration, and 2-point play no good. And now Georgia will kick it away, and they should ice this game, barring some kind of miracle.
The Bulldogs have brought all the hands guys out there. I don't know if they'll kick this away or not. Mark Johnson's got it teed up. Boy, this is a hard one. 27-24 Georgia. 8 seconds left to go. Johnson kicks it, clock starts as it's touched by Des White. White far side will step out of bounds, 22-yard line with 5 seconds. I think Tech may have caught a break there, Kim.
Somebody's asleep at the switch on the time clock because, again, in college football, as soon as the ball is kicked, the ball is put in, the time clock is put in play, the official clock. So all Tech can hope is to get a couple of pass interference penalties on Georgia. Hamilton just throw the Hail Mary type pass, and Georgia will have everybody, including their bench, lined up back beyond the 50-yard line.
Hamilton sends Stegall, Middleton, and Charlie Rogers left. Mike Sheridan right, and Georgia's only got 3 guys on the line of scrimmage defensively. Snap to Joe. Steps up in the pocket. Fires it way downfield. This will be the final play, and it is incomplete. Ball game is over. And the 92nd meeting between Tech and Georgia is again one for the books, Kim, but a very disappointing outcome after Tech took the lead at 24-21 on Charles Wiley's 2-yard touchdown run. The Bulldogs then go 65 yards in 4 plays in less than a minute and win 27-24.